Alrighty. Let's hope I can fit all of this in one video. Probably gonna be like 35 minutes long, but yeah, them's the breaks.
Wow, I'm surprised you made it this far.
Allow me to confirm the crimes you've committed thus far. You had suspicions that this world was dangerous, yet you threw Mayumi Yamano into the TV. Knowing full well that Miss Yamano died here, you did the same to Saki Konishi.
Yes?
Not only that, but you duped Namatame into taking over your murder attempts while you watched like a spectator at a game. When the disappeared stopped dying, you sent a warning letter to ensure more victims.
I think you're missing the part where he threw in Mitsuo as well, Naoto.
Even when a copycat killer arose, you had the gall as a detective to eliminate a suspect under investigation.
Naoto, try to keep things, I don't know the word.
2 people died in the last 6 months, and a young girl is now in critical condition. But that's not all. If at any turn something had gone wrong, many more would have succumbed. All for some foolish excitement, like a criminal reveling in the chaos he creates.
Yes, Naoto, we have established this.
Yeah? So what's your point? All I did was put people in here. It's the world that really kills them, isn't it?
Technically, even if they accept their shadow, it becomes a persona. If it would be hunted down by the other shadows, and since they have no way of knowing that they can only get out through Teddy, getting in here is a death sentence no matter what.
This world reflects people's thoughts. Which, oh dear, does that mean the real culprits are everyone on the outside, including you?
No.
To hell with that! You did that stuff knowing full well those people were gonna die! If that's not a crime, then what is?
You're so self-righteous.
Well, we are right.
How can you say that? Aren't you a police officer? Out of everything you could have been, didn't you specifically choose to join the police?
Don't make me laugh. Just because someone joins the police doesn't make them some kind of agent of justice. You know why I applied? So I could legally carry a gun. That's all. You'd be surprised how many are like that.
Japanese gun laws are pretty strict, from what I've heard, but personally, I've only seen a gun once in my life in the holster of a police officer that was visiting when I was in grade school, so don't look at me.
I thought it would be fun too, but to tell the truth, that was a wash. Everyone around me was such an idiot. I made one tiny mistake, and they all got on my case and sent me out here to Nowheresville as punishment.
What was that tiny mistake, anyway? I don't think it's ever specified.
I was bored shitless and wondering what to do next when I discovered this power.
How did you just randomly get it?
For crying out loud! Why a bastard like you?
Why anyone? Why would that power? Why would this world exist to begin with?
A gift for having to put up with this lame job out in Nowheresville, I guess. I did that stuff 'cause I could, and it got interesting, so I watched.
That's your reason? You can't be serious!
This is the reason why I love Adachi. He does not give a shit.
You really don't care what happens to our world?
He has his own ideology and he follows it no matter what.
Let's be honest. There's nothing great about the real world, is there? It's just dull and annoying as hell. No one accepts that's the way things are. They're just stuck with it because they can't deny it either. Those who actually succeed in life, they just happen to be born with a magic ticket called talent. If you don't have it, you can either accept or deny that fact until you die. That's your only choice. Once you realize that, all you have left in life is despair. The ultimate game over. Wouldn't it be better if that kind of reality was wiped away?
That's complete BS!
Really?
Brats like you are so damn naive. You piss me off. Listen, you might have hopes and dreams right now, but that's only because you know nothing about reality. One day you'll see. You'll be faced with a boring reality that boxes you in, no matter where you go.
You're the only boring thing here!
Good one, Kanji.
If you want to disappear, go ahead! Stop dragging us into it!
Adachi, I think he's very much like, say, Hikawa was a Nocturne. Except, he never learned the lesson that stillness must come to you.
Stop yelling, punk. I understand you're all afraid and gotta act tough to cover it up, but jeez. I'm telling you all this based on my own experience in life. Think about it for a second. Once everyone turns into shadows, they'll still keep on living, oblivious to all the things around them. So how's that different from the way it is now? No, this'll make things much easier for everyone.
Technically, Adachi's vision of a world covered in fog where everyone is turned into shadows, in some twisted way, it's pretty close to the world of Shijima, since no one has individuality. Everyone just wanders around doing pretty much nothing. The difference is that in Shijima, everyone, well, how do I explain this? Everyone just joins together as one to accomplish a single goal, which is nothing. Nothing that I can determine.
Easier? What the hell are you talking about?
Need I remind you how much fun you had confronting your shadow, Yosuke?
Come on. How many people out there actually think about what's real, or what's right and wrong?
Guilty.
Next to none, I bet. It's useless to think about those things in the first place.
If you want my opinion, creation exists for the sake of conflict. But I explained that already in one of the video descriptions in Nocturne, so I won't bore you with it again.
You don't get anything out of facing reality, and there's no way to change it either.
Not with the power not with what a civilian has at their disposal. I mean, if you had access to a nuclear silo, that'd be a different story, but you don't. You got nothing.
I mean, what could be more boring than brooding over things you can't change?
That is a true statement.
It's better to just ignore them and believe only what you want to believe in life.
No, because then you're gonna get hung up when you're confronted if you believe something that's incorrect. If you blindly pursue truth, then you're also gonna get hung up because truth is pretty much an opinion in this day and age.
Doesn't that sound a lot easier? It would be awesome if everyone's life could be that easy. No matter who you are, your lifespan is about 80 years or so, right?
That really depends. It could be anywhere from 0 seconds to 120 years.
Then it'd be easier if we all just became shadows. No need to hold back anything. No more pretending we don't see things. Honestly, we don't need our world anymore. Better to let it be swallowed up, and for mankind to turn into shadows. That's what all those people who are scared to death really want.
Funny thing, Adachi here, he is completely correct. He doesn't know it, but if you've played Persona 3, you would know that he is completely right about this. People really do wish for death.
So it's my duty to see that they get it.
Interesting duty, but whatever.
Nobody wants anything like that. It's just you, dumbass.
There's definitely gonna be 2 videos. So we're already at 10 minutes.
Jeez, don't you remember what it was like when your shadow came out? It must have been enjoying life far more than you.
Shadows? Our shadows only exist to be accepted. They're parts of ourselves that really, they don't want anything except to be accepted. They don't enjoy life. And Adachi...
Be careful! I don't know what's happening!
knows he is talking out of his ass. We have him cornered.
You all saw shadows as mere monsters, didn't you?
Adachi's problem... I think Adachi accepts himself, but... You know, when he's confronted like this, with people that don't agree with his opinion, with people whose counter-argument consists of you're wrong, you're a child, and you're immature, what is he supposed to do? He already knows. He knows what he believes. He knows what he believes in, but he believes in it so strongly that he's forgotten why he believes in it. He doesn't have a rational argument left, I think.
These things move on pure instinct. They go wild because you defy them. You annoying little brats are the ones who are wanted in the new world!
Speak for yourself!
See?
It is too painful for you, but you don't want to die? Of course no one would understand. It makes no sense.
And that's another problem with Adachi. His stated goal, which is to turn everyone into shadows, contradicts his self-preservation. He could just take that gun of his, put it to his head and shoot himself, but he doesn't want to die.
You're just throwing a tantrum like a kid who can't have his way!
That's not really true. He has the power to turn everything into shadows. That gives him... Yeah, that gives him power. If he was just talking, then he would be a kid. But he has a TV world to back himself up, so...
People can't live alone. If you give in and sever your ties to human society, it will naturally become hard to live in it. Yet you refuse to face life and admit your fault, running from your own humanity like a coward.
What is the alternative, though? He has his standards.
And though you claim to find life troublesome, you cause nothing but trouble for many others. Your twisted logic is that of an immature, egotistic brat.
Again, fair point, but he has power to back his words up. If he kills the MC, that's it. History is written by the winner, so if we defeat him, he will go down in history as an immature brat. If he wins, he will go down as a bigger savior than Namatame thought himself to be.
Shut up!
He doesn't know how to defend himself anymore.
Stop trying to act all tough! You guys can't even stand on your own unless you deny everything I said!
I really don't deny what Adachi says. he has a point. But even if the game gave me an option to ally with him, I don't think I would. Well, then again, I did ally myself with Shijima, so... Really, his ideology is just... It's good, it has points, but it's just insufficient.
Stupid teenagers! You have no idea what kind of shit I've been through!
So of course he doesn't tell us about it. I presume he doesn't because he's afraid it's insufficient. This is really the only argument he has left, what he's been through. If that is not enough, if we deny that, then that's it. And he has nothing left.
Favored by the world, my ass. I'm gonna say it flat out. You're just a worthless criminal!
Jesus, 60 minutes. Am I that chatty? Again, he has power. And he breaks.
Here he comes. This'll probably be our last battle. Let's hit him with everything we've got.
The world is about to change! Your existence won't belong there! I thought I could just leave you be, but you're like a plague! I'll have to get rid of all of you! I wish we could get rid of you, but we'll make sure you pay for what you've done.
You're the plague!
Good one, Chie.
Shut up! Get lost! Get the hell out of my sight!
I can't believe he's the one. That bastard! We can't lose, no matter what!
Oh, trumpeter! So, boss fight, Adachi. Debilitate! To the face. Adachi has some really powerful skills, so...
It's a strong one. Don't lower your guard.
He also has a very interesting method of attack, which I very much hope he will show.
Counting on you! Persona!
I don't think he has any resistances or immunities other than the standard boss immunities, though, so... Also, try not to go too crazy with the SP you spent. We say... There you go.
A persona? But that can't be!
Like I said, he does accept himself. He just doesn't know how to defend himself. Anyway, that is his persona. It is actually a persona that you can use, but you can only access it through Game Shark. In Golden, you can get proper access to it, but it's the ultimate persona of Adachi Social Link. Let's see here. Yoshitsune is not immune to death. You want someone that is immune to death here, because... Actually, what am I going to attack with? Mind Charge? I don't want to attack with Megiddo alone. Actually... Shiva, not immune to death. Yeah. I don't have a lot of personas that are immune to death, which is a bad thing. So I'm just gonna have to rely on good old, you know what, I'll Mind Charge. Bloink. Adachi isn't that powerful, so... I might even die from this god's hand if it criticals. Nope. Not that weak. Anyway, where was I?
Damn brats! Shut up and let me finish you off! Dumbass!
Don't care. Yeah. Adachi, Adachi, Adachi. Poor old fool. He's just in a bad spot right now. No. I think... Let's go into 73 magic, Shiv, Cert. It's just what I switched to, so... We're gonna Ragnarok his ass. Damn! Didn't have you guard. I don't want to see what Adachi does at this point. Just Magaru dying on. Hey, buddy. Healer to the face. Uh-oh. That one-trick pony is useful. I'll admit. To murder. To murder. Not a God's Hand, though. That's a bad idea. Oh, yeah. And that is the end of poor old Adachi. And that is 22 minutes. That scene and fight is not 22 minutes long. Did I really talk that much? I don't know. Anyway, gonna cut it here and when we come back, the aftermath of the fight, and probably my favorite part of the game. So, be right back. Actually, let's hit that again just to make sure. And be right back.